Good morning, everyone. Actually, I don't know if it's going to be morning when I put this video out, but today I'm going to try out the new Crafter's Companion Nature's Garden Gnomes, I guess is what it's called. I did pick up this bundle on HSN, but I know it's available like on CraftStash and other places, so I'll have the links for that. Those would be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, so thank you guys for using those if you can. And of course, those are in the description box right under the video title here. Let's see. So I think I unboxed this, obviously that's why it's already out, and so we'll just go through it real quickly again before we get started. But we have the Gnome Village, which is just a stamp set, so you can build up a cute little background or fussy cut it if you want, but it's basically just a stamp set. And it has sentiments in there. We have these little guys, and I didn't notice this the first time, and maybe, I don't know, I wasn't paying too much attention because, I was kind of unboxing and moving through. They come with little stencils, and I thought, oh, that's cool, so you can color them in with the layers, but no, not really, because it's just to add, like, the stripes or the stars or hearts. So you still have to color the person or the little character, and then that's just an added accent, so it's kind of, I thought, oh, this is going to be fast, because I've, like, the LDRS stencils or something, but no. So, it's a cute little thing to have, though. So that's the little guy. And then the little gnome girl. The other one's called gnome child, gnome girl, and I think this little dude, yeah, gnome boy. The boy with his long beard there. Same thing. So, she's making cookies, which I thought was adorable. I didn't even notice that either until I brought it out for this. So I was like, I did not look at these at all, really, when it came in. He's holding a little gift, and the little guy has his arms behind him, so. This same kind of thing, it's the stamp and dies. No, that's a lie. Does this have a stamp? Oh no, this doesn't have a stamp. It's just the dies to make the little house, and then it has a stencil, so you can add accents. But there's no stamp that goes to this specifically. And that's the gnome home, gnome kissing gate, which is a little scene already on its own. Oh, that's cute. I didn't really know what I was going to do with this, to be honest. We'll see about that. Embossing folder. Oh! Okay, because over here it looks like it's cutting, but it doesn't cut. It's not a die. You see that the shadow? I guess it's supposed to look like embossed. So it basically makes a snow scene. So if you can see, it has these little curves here that make it look like that's where they're standing, I guess, and then the little snowflakes all around. Super cute. It looks like a big size, so it's probably 5 by 7. Yeah, it's a 7 by 5 embossing folder. The vellum and acetate sheets. 150 GSM includes 12 printed vellum and acetate sheets. And so let's take a quick look at this. Is it already opened? I thought I opened it in that last video. Ooh. So, snowflake and then acetate with little dots. Super cute. Okay, and then we have the pearl cardstocks. This is all 12 by 12 cardstock, which is actually really great. I don't have a lot of 12 by 12 cardstocks anymore. I used to pick them up all the time when I was scrapbooking more, but and then again it has the light colors and then darker reds and greens. And then we went through the paper pad a little bit, and again it's double-sided. Super cute. So I'll just flip through them real quick, only because I already did this in the unboxing. Aww. Words. I do love that it's double-sided, like, so much. Look at that one. So cute. So it goes from, like, fun, a little fresher, kind of frozen colors, in my opinion, and then here it's more traditional Christmas, and it's basically the same designs, but in more of a traditional look. Look at that. So cute, the little wreaths. Actually, they're not even the same designs. Well, some of them are. They're just styled a little bit differently, I guess. Yeah. Cute. Oh, I love that. So tiny. It's like tiny little scenes. It's really, really adorable. How cute would that to be, like, to make tags with? Anyway. Alright, let me think about what I want to do, and we will get started. Okay, guys. You think I would have chosen some things? I did. I just put them back in the stack for some reason. This is just a regular white piece of cardstock, nothing special. I'm not really in the mood to do a lot of coloring, but that's what we have to do today. I'll use this little guy. I don't know why. I just figure he's a little cutie. He's different from other little gnomes I've worked with. So we're going to use this one, the embossing folder. We'll grab some of the paper in a minute. I'm not really focused on that right now. And then this is marker paper. Actually, this is a thicker one. This is not the smooth cardstock that I like to use now, and I'll have the links for all that stuff. But it's just a piece that I have cut, and I have it sitting here, so I'm going to use it. This is the thicker Crafter's Companion paper. That is not my favorite anymore for coloring, but I'll still use it. So what I'm going to do is open this up. I think I just want to make like an A2 size card. Nothing too crazy today, just a simple little card. You know, it's the first day back to school, and my mind's kind of there. I'm waiting for my other son to get back from hanging out with his friends because he needs to get his eyes checked, he said. So I made him an appointment, and now he's not back. So I'm going to cut this down. So what I want to do is use this, but for a standard A2 size card. And so if this is 5 by 7, I'm going to use the 5-inch tall, and I'm going to go, so that really means I have half an inch missing from that. So I'll do 3 3/4, which is actually really kind of tight. So I'm going to cut this piece of paper down to 5 by 3 3/4, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we will see what happens, because I've never done something like this. Try to just use a piece of something. And what I want to do is like place it here so that, you know, we get the snowflakes and those kind of things. And it's just going to end here. Like, it's just going to be in this corner, which I think is fine. That's funny, I said 5 by 7, but still not really, because look at how much is hanging out. So it says 5 by 7. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to fire up a big old machine for this, or like one of my Empress or those kind of things. So I'm just going to use my tangerine, and I have it off to the side here, sorry guys. But I'll tell you what I'm doing. We use that and this. So for the tangerine, supposedly you just use the embossing folder plate, that with your paper, and then the top plate. And I'll run it through and see if that's tight enough. If I need more resistance, I will add like a shim. That felt very thin, like nothing happened. We'll see what happens. Let's take a peek. Oh, it's there, but it's very light. So I'm going to run this through with another piece of paper. Actually, I'm going to add 2 pieces of paper. These are just scrap papers that I have here. I'm going to put 2. Just because it felt very, like nothing much was going on. So let me do that again. And I just placed those right on top of the folder. I'll show you right now. So I don't think that's a 3D embossing folder, is it? It doesn't feel like it. Yeah, it's just a regular old emboss folder. That's probably why I didn't really feel like any resistance. So I just placed these on top of that and run it through. Just gives it an extra thickness. And yeah, perfect. Okay, that's much better. And I think I'm going to be okay with that. So we'll just do like that. I don't really care for that. It is a lot shorter because of that. It isn't really a whole 5 by 7. Hi, Crafter's Companion. What are we doing? Maybe the card is going to be even smaller than I thought. I don't know. Let me think about that one. I'll be right back. So if I look at the lines and trim it down, we're just going to make a smaller card. It's just going to be a little small card that's a weird size that we just made up. Okay, so I'm going to take that, cut that bottom part off. And I'm going to cut this top part off and kind of pay attention to what it is. If I cut the top off, it's 4 3/4. So the folder itself is 5 by 7, but it's not going to give you like a good 5 by 7. It's probably going to take, like I said, 4 3/4. So it's probably more like a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 design you're actually going to get from this. This is very tiny. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side for now because I don't really care what's going to go on with that. We'll just make a card base that coordinates or that works for that size. And so what I'm going to do is stamp these little guys and then color them and cut them out. Yay! Hold on. Let's see here. Let me see. These are regular stamps. I'm trying to give them a sniff to see if they're photopolymer. I think they're just regular acrylic. So there's that. And there's this. And I think, oh, and I'm going to do the Noel too because it's really cute. So those are the 3 things I think I want here. It would make more sense to have a little gift too, but I don't know. I don't want to cut those out right now. And let's place this somewhere. I guess I'll place it in here since I placed them like if I was going to use this guy. That sounds nice and rickety. Pick these guys up. Alright. And hybrid ink, just because I don't have to think about it if I change my mind, but I know I'm going to use alcohol ink markers. So I'm just going to do that. This will be cute. It's just that I wasn't expecting that. Look at that. Adorable. I think I missed the very bottom of this little mushroom, but that little circle does not want to stamp for me. Push it down, push it down. There we go. Alright, we got it. Okay, let me grab some colors and we'll color these in. I'll be right back. Let me grab some colors. Some markers, and then we'll color this in. I'll be right back. Okay. And like always, I just grab the guts of my Mega Marker kit and I just place it somewhere. I should get these things off to the side somewhere else so I don't mess up my little card base. And, you know, I'll just start coloring like this little mushroom. I need a very light color. Is this one very light? Let's see. Light enough. So for my little mushroom, I'm using neutral light. And I'll probably just use neutral medium. I don't want to go too dark. Just like in there, and maybe a little bit here. You can get the dark going too, but I'm just going to use those two. These are some of the colors that I also use for skin tones. Ooh, let me make sure I'm not going all the way through. Oh well. It's a nice kind of tannish color. And then, you know, I'll do the green. Obviously, well, I don't want to say obviously. We pretty much always make the tops red. You don't have to do that, especially when Christmassy colors. I was thinking maybe like a blue would be cute, I suppose. So I'm just going to use cherry. The light color, go around. Maybe I should use the bullet tip for that, but that's okay. And then let's see. Here, it's so cute. Yeah, I definitely need to use the bullet tip later for that. I'll go into the dark cherry. I'm gonna use the bullet tip side because I really just need it like here and here and down around here. Wherever you think you should have a little bit of darkness there. Let's go with the medium color, I guess. Why not? Oh, that's light. Pull that out a little bit more. And then go back to the light. And bring that back out. I might need to use my corrector because I can see that the blending tool because it's bleeding a little bit there. And what I mean by that is I will take my blending tool, this blender, and just clean it up. Oh, okay, I'll be back. I'm just going to clean up whatever, where I got red, where it's white. So, sorry, I was just trying to clean up some of those areas, and then my son walked in, so that's why I paused really quickly. Let me see what the sapphire blue looks like. Still pretty darn blue. I guess I'll go with gray. I wanted to go just in these little white spots, just to put a little color. How gray is this? It's pretty gray too. I probably should pull out my other colors, but I'm just going to go in here and just kind of, just so it looks like, okay, yes, I know that's white. And then I'll color the rest, you know, lighter colors down here, and then the greenery or whatever I end up doing here. For our little guy, oh, you know what? I will use the neutral. Like I said, it's kind of a skin tone. I mean, you can go with some other colors, so I'm going to start with the light. He's going to be the same as the little mushroom. And then I will go in with the dark, but on the bullet tip. And just kind of go in here. Da, da, da. And then I'll go with the medium. Kind of pull that out a little bit. Under his little nose. I like the medium and the light for this. I hadn't really tried the dark before, but it works okay. And if you want to have rosy cheeks, I would just like pick a pink. That's very bright. So cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then his little clothes, whatever it is that you want to do. Of course, we have the stencil. That'll help us add some texture later, which is, this goes this way. So, You don't want to go too dark unless you just want to like stencil black or something really dark over that, right? Let's look at the packaging. What is he wearing? What did they go? They went with purple and like blues to go with, again, with the paper that comes in the pack. But they also have traditional colors in the pack too. So I don't know. Let's see. What is this peacock color about? I guess I have my color swatches. I don't know why. I should check those out. Peacock, light and medium. Oh, so cute. So I'll make his little hat peacock light. Doing a little more coloring today because I know this is going to be kind of quick as far as after this. We're just going to cut it out and put things together. So taking a little more time with this with you guys. So what's interesting, I was thinking about, like, we're going to do our shadows and things. Like right now, I'll probably leave that center part open so it looks like rounded. You see how I didn't go back over it again? But when you go to do this, this is going to be all the same. So I'm going to try to be heavy on the edges with the color and then light towards the center. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll color in his little clothes. I'm going to color this sign different, you know, whatever. Probably use some of this too. And maybe some colors that are kind of in the paper pack, like maybe raspberry or eggplant. I don't know. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm all done, and I'm not gonna lie, I just reached over and grabbed the color and I ended up with Salty Ocean, and I thought, you know what, that'll work. So I'm gonna put that on here. So cute. He's cute just like that. What I did notice though is I'm laying this on here because I was trying to choose which one I want to use, and I'll show you why I didn't go with these. But you want to cover up the little feet, okay? So I don't know if you can, well, let me get closer. I don't know how much closer I can get, but his little feet, if you have it like here, even though it looks like that's where it goes, you know, it might be here, you can still, his little feet are right here, so just really line it up so that you're not coloring over his feet. Unless you want to, and then do whatever you like. But, I don't even know if this is going to show up that much. Again, I'm going to try to get more on the very edges, and then get lighter as I go in, because that's the kind of look I was kind of going for. So darker there, and just a little bit lighter in the center. See what happens. Aww. So you can kind of see, I try to do it lighter in here, but I forgot about that when I first started. And what I was going to do is maybe take these little guys, and even though it's just like tiny, I think we can still look through it and maybe color these little guys in. So try not to touch the other one, unless you want to do stars everywhere, then it doesn't matter. I'm trying to just poke it through in that one. Yeah, it's very, not super easy to see, but just a little texture. So I'll do the same thing for this one, and I'll probably just leave it like that. Or should I grab a purple? I don't know how much that die's gonna cut. That might have been a bad idea. We'll see. If you want to do the purple, I would say you can even do the little hearts. Get them in there. So cute, but I'm gonna leave it like that. Only because I have a feeling that dye is going to leave some extra, yeah, and I just did that. But, oh well. Okay, so let's take our dyes. And cut these little guys out. I think it is going to leave quite a bit of white space. But, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, that one I can see pretty well right in there, so I'm going to tape that down. And people were very curious of where I got this, and I've hauled it many times, this little donut dispenser from Daiso Japan. So I know people don't have Daiso Japans near them. They do have a website. I don't know if those are on the website because I have 2 Daiso Japans within like 10 miles of my house in the other direction. So I don't really worry too much about the website, but I know they do have a website. Now I probably should do an aperture, but I'm not, so I'm just gonna stick those down, and then this little guy, and oh my gosh, how cute. So I can see these things in here. I can see some of that little swirly, you know, kind of stuff. This is definitely one that you probably want to make an aperture for, but I'm gonna eyeball it and just be happy with that. So I'm going to run all this through, and hopefully we'll have done a good job. Alright, I'll be back. Alright. And then we still have to contend with the size card. Now, if you do want to use the little thing and you want to mask it, you can put tape. Aww, that is adorable. You can put tape, you know, on your stencil to mask it off so you wouldn't get it all over the place like I did on this one, but it's not too bad. I might take a white gel pen and like just touch those up in those little areas. So, let's see, we have this, we have our little people. We're gonna put this like here or somewhere, and then have the little guy and his little house. And then we need paper in the back of this. So let me think about the sizing I want to go with right now. This is cut down to 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, which is kind of weird. 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. Let me think about what I want to do and I'll be right back. So I think here's what we're doing. 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 inch card. That way it is a weird shape because we're not used to that. But it's just a little bit shorter than a 5 1/2 inch card. This is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 1/8, so it's going to mat right in there. And then this piece is going to go on top of that. So I'm just going to glue those down and I'll be right back. Hey guys, actually I went ahead and took my son to his appointment, and while I was gone I thought, you know what? I'm going to add the snow, and I should have done it before I stuck this down. But you know, we're just going with it. So we have all our little pieces. And we have our little guy and everything. And you know, that's cute. But what I'm going to do is try the snow out. So we will see. I kind of want to cover this whole bottom area with it just to give it some chunkiness. Or should I just do these little dots up here? We were already embossed, but... Or should we do it all? We can do it all. Now, I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this. So this is a tacky glue. It dries clear. And even if it dries white, it doesn't matter because this is all white. But I kind of want to spread it all over this. So maybe I think that I need something that's thinner than this. But for now, let's put some little dots here and here and here. Wherever there's little dots, I'll just add a little dot of glue. And then... I might just spread this other one out with like a sponge or something down here. And we already have the embossed texture. I guess it doesn't have to be everything. I do want it to be all over though. So I'm just going around this whole thing. And I think I'm going to do what Sarah did, and she just dips the whole card. So I'm just putting a ton of glue. Like I said, I think I'm going to spread it out with something. Let me go grab a sponge that I use all the time. Actually, I have some right here. Yep. Okay, I'm rearranging things, and then I kind of remember, kind of forget where stuff is. I'm just kind of dabbing this down just to flatten it out and hopefully put glue everywhere. Still kind of respecting those little areas, though. Okay. Now I can see some of that sponge stayed in there. We'll see what happens. Let's open this up. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. This thing is really full. So it's just that faux snow. It's sold out on HSN. I don't know if, I'll see if I can find it elsewhere. But again, it's kind of like papery. Ooh, no, that's not good. Hold on. I don't want to take it out of the package, out of the box, but that's going to get all over my camera. Alright, you guys, I'm going to do what she did, and I can't really get it in the camera. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to shove it into this bag, and you know what? I am going to take it out of this box. I didn't want to do that because I know it's going to make it... Oh my gosh, this stuff... Maybe wear a mask. This is everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to shove it in here. Just let it get all over. I don't know well the camera's capturing. It might be capturing how this stuff is everywhere. I'm going to take this outside and I'm going to shake it off just to get the excess off. Okay, but I'm going to do it outside. I'll be back. That stuff is super cool. Be very careful with it. I'm not joking. That has really small particles that just kind of fly out and away. Look at, I mean, even here, I'm trying to clean it off here and it's just, it's not good. Not good. Let it get up my nose. I feel like it's in my nose and it probably isn't. It just feels that way. It is super cool. I mean, look at that. Love it. But wow, that stuff is all over the place. Okay, I didn't clean this up because now it's not really getting on my nerves as much as it did at the beginning, so I'm just gonna stick that down, and I'm probably gonna use my 3D glue gel because I kind of want to get away from this card, you guys. This stuff is all over. So I'm gonna put some 3D glue gel on this one, I kind of gave it a little roundabout, a little rounding here. I'm gonna stick this down here and here. Now we could have put some ink and stuff on the white, you know, on the little snowflakes, but I just left it the way it is. And oh my goodness, I don't honestly know what I'm doing. That stuff has me kind of like out of it. I like showing the differences, but you know what, it's gonna be hard to tell. So I'm just gonna stick that down. And we're gonna let this dry for a while. And our little baby guy. So it honestly doesn't have to be Christmassy. But so I put a lot more glue on him just to pop him up a little higher than this little guy back here. But there's our sweet little card. I love gnomes. I love the gnome feel. I know the gnome set. It just takes a little work to get this one going. Really cute. I really like that snow. It is really, ooh, hopefully not too caustic over here. I don't know what it's made out of. It looks like paper. It's kind of interesting. It's not shiny, as you can see, but I guess if you wanted to mix it with some glitter, you can definitely do that. There's like a big ball of it right here, but I don't know if I poke at it. That's really cool. I don't know if that's how it is, because that's the only little piece that looks like a ball like that, but everything else is pretty fluffy looking. I love it. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. That was fun, huh? Yeah, I'll have links in the description box for anything that might be available. Of course, they're always there for the basic items I use, like that 3D glue gel or any other adhesives I use, or, you know, the stamp tool. All those things are always listed and linked in the description box right under the video here, where the title is there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.